We have breaking news out of North Korea. North Korea has launched that long-range rocket, a rocket powerful enough that it eventually could be threatening to the United States. A dramatic statement by the mysterious young dictator there. But let's go straight to ABC's Martha Raddatz. Martha, what are you hearing about the rocket launch tonight?
Diane, it launched just a short time ago, and a U.S. official has told me already they believe the launch failed. Right after the first stage booster dropped, they believe this failed. They said there was a brighter than normal flare. After about 90 seconds, they lost contact with the rocket, and they believe it has fallen apart. Of course, the previous tests of long-range rockets also failed. North Korea was hopeful this would go about 1,600 miles, be launched into orbit, but apparently, according to a U.S. official, that has not happened. I bet, though, Diane, you'll hear a different story in North Korea.
As we often do, and as you say, their rockets have failed before, even though they were much heralded and anticipated by the North Korean people. Let's go to Bob Woodruff, because he is in North Korea tonight, on the phone with us now. Bob.
Yeah, Diane, it was really only about 10 minutes ago we just suddenly saw everyone kind of sprinting around the hotel here where we're staying. We don't have a chance to see the actual video of this launching. We were thinking for a bit that they were going to show this live to us right down here in the press room. It is not up there, clearly because of concern of what was going to happen. Would it be successful or would it fail? It was supposed to take off from about 100 miles northwest from here where we are. It's been difficult to get information of exactly what's going to happen next. We don't really know that either, but there is, quite of action here. We did see the report from the South Korea prince of foreign ministry, who said that it did launch at about 7:09, I believe is what they said. And so it's definitely happening, and exactly what the results are, we're not going to get that information. It's going to get it really much faster right out of the Pentagon, right there in the U.S.
All right, Bob, thank you. And again, we should point out that they were aiming this rocket in our test launch south toward Australia. It would be, about a quarter of the way to the U.S. if they tried to aim it into the ocean. But let's go to Jake Tapper and see what he's learned now. Jake.
Diane, you might recall it was just a few weeks ago that President Obama got his first-hand look at North Korea. He went on a trip to the demilitarized zone about 40 minutes outside Seoul, South Korea. And then he also gave a speech in which he directly spoke to the leaders of North Korea, of course, Kim Jong-un, the new dictator there, trying to appeal to them to not go forward and not go through with this rocket launch and with pursuit of its nuclear weapons program that obviously has failed with the news today. In the last few weeks, President Obama and his administration reconciled themselves to the fact that this launch was going to go through and then started already looking beyond that for nuclear talks to bring the North Koreans back to the table to try to get them to stop their nuclear weapons program, Diane.
All right, Jake, thanks to you, and thanks to Martha, and also thanks to Bob Woodruff, who's in North Korea for the fourth time.